NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial in?
Yeah, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Mettenberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there, 89 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Play action now. Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now Jameis on second down. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tevin Coleman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Mettenberger. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A 1st down throw for Winston. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 1st down, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On 3rd down, Winston. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's done. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. They'll look to throw here. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back to throw here. He hits Stewart in the flat. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, they run with Stewart. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to be. Back to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Will tie the intended receiver, and now it's second down. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there from 8 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Winston to throw it this time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Winston. So this is brought in by Pryor. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Winston now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On the screen, this is Coleman. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To the air again with Winston. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Jameis again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, Winston. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Mettenberger. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. To throw. A dump off here to Stewart. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Mettenberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Kevin Coleman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. 23 yards on the play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or
Keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on, let's go!
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now a second down throw for Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. First down, Winston. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first and 10, Winston. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on the line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Again, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll throw again. Winston. Flush to his right. So we've come upon halftime here. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Lions add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness
the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
To throw, Winston. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Jameis now on first down. Pryor has it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll drop to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He'll look to throw. He hits Stewart in the flat, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. They'll need to get the play off quickly. I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now out comes Minnesota. measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Winston to throw it this time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 69 yards. Winston now to throw on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. So they're going to go for 2. From the gun, Winston. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Following the interception, Winston. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Coleman now. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Mettenberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Out of the pistol, Stewart. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll set up a throw. A dump off here to Stewart. And he is out of bounds here. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill taking it in. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time Keeps reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 3rd and long for Winston. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Stewart on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The play clock's running down, and a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 3-19.
Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now Mettenberger. Eluding the pressure. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue
They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his.
Yeah, pulling up with the crew.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square.